Hi, my name is Claire. I am the founder of Harmonised Training Academy. Thank you very much for inquiring about our yoga or Pilates teacher training course. So I'm just going to go through the journey from when you very first sign up to graduation for the Pilates teacher training. It's a YMCA level 3 teaching Pilates diploma. But in addition to that, I also bring in my own background. I train with stock Pilates and more of a contemporary approach. And I have also done quite a lot of training on fascia more recently, so that will be drip fed through the course as well. When you very first sign up, you will be emailed an induction pack and also given what we call a learner's assessment record. And that learner's assessment record is what you will hand in on the last weekend of the course, and that is what gets sent off as your evidence for the fact that you've reached all of your criteria for your certification for YMCA, which is REPS Level 3 recognised and also SINSPA recognised. So that learner's assessment record you can print off, put in an A4 small folder, and there's 2 worksheets in there. One is called Know How to Support Clients Who Take Part in Physical Activity, and one is Health and Safety. And I will send you a level 2 manual, and there's 2 chapters in there relating to those 2 worksheets. You can read those chapters and then just complete those 2 worksheets. So you can literally have the books open in front of you, find the information and complete those worksheets. So you don't have to do that in exam conditions, and I would recommend you use the manuals, because I think in the past some people have just used common sense, which you can, but the answers are in the manuals and you're more likely just to get papers passed straight away if you use those. Then there is a section on anatomy and physiology level 2, which you'll go through, and I'll send you a mock for that. Once you feel you've learnt that, you then go on to level 3, because you take the anatomy and physiology level 3 on the course. So the level 2 information is just to help you build up towards the level 3 information. And I send you something called questions to help with revision that I've devised to support learners. And if you're able to answer all of those questions without looking them up, before you come and start the face-to-face training, you'll be very well prepared. So my advice would be to actually use those manuals to find the answer to the questions, there's quite a lot, and then learn those questions and make sure you understand them. But we do go through the anatomy and physiology on the first weekend, and I'll check to see where everybody is at, and then we take them on the second weekend. So you still have time between when we first meet and the second weekend to revise before that paper. Then there's a second paper we take on weekend 2 called Principles of Exercise, Fitness and Health. It's level 2, it's not as in depth as the anatomy, so I advise people spend probably 75% or even 80% of their time on the anatomy versus 20% of the time, maybe 25% on Principles of Exercise, Fitness and Health. There is a chapter in your level 2 manuals called Principles of Exercise, Fitness and Health. So I would suggest you read through that. Again, I'll send you a mock for that level 2, and we will also go through that on the course face to face. So you take those 2 assessments on weekend 2 of the course. Once you come on the course, we start going through all of the practical exercises. I do spend quite a lot of time on going through the basic principles and the warm-up exercises. Joseph Pilates starts straight off at the 100 for his 34 exercises, which you need for the YMCA qualification. However, I really believe that there's so much you can do and so much foundation is really important before you even come onto those. So we really break it down. We make sure that there's a really good understanding on the basic principles and how to teach them and how to teach beginners. So you are going to be teaching in front of people and being given feedback right from the very first weekend. You will also get to do a mock before you take your practical assessment, and it will be treated, your mock will be treated like a real assessment. So you're going to have more confidence and more practice getting up in front of a group before you take your final assessment. And then you do lesson plans. So you're going to write a lesson plan for a group class and use that for your practical assessment. Then after you've done your practical assessment, you're then going to do a case study. So you'll leave the course, then you have 6 weeks to do a case study where you're going to work one-to-one with somebody, you're going to do a posture assessment on them, which we'd have already covered on the course, you're going to do a bespoke lesson plan for them and submit 3 very detailed lesson plans, which we will go through on the course. And then you evaluate that with your client and also yourself. So then that gets handed in, we give a deadline of 6 weeks after you've done the group class assessment. And then you do a viva, so we ask questions about your case study, and then after that everything gets signed off and we can apply for your certificate. So we really build it up slowly, everything's done in stages, but little and often is the key to a successful and stress-free journey from when you sign up to when you hand in your case study. So I really hope that helps you understand the course and how it works. We do have ongoing support throughout. We always have a WhatsApp group for everybody on the course. We have a maximum of 10 to 12 on each course. It's a very supportive and personal learning journey. I'm always here for questions at any time. And then once you graduate, then we have a closed Facebook group for Harmonised Training Academy graduates, where you can continue to ask questions. People can put cover opportunities on there. So we really do try and build a community and a support network for everybody indefinitely. But any more questions, drop me an email and hopefully I will get to meet you soon. Thank you very much.